Hey guys, it's Mr. Hing here. I hope you're all well. Today, what we're going to be looking at is graphs, all right? And it's the basics for grade 8 and 9. So it's really nice. It applies to the basics for grade 8 and 9. And what we're going to be focusing on is graphs on a Cartesian plane. And the Cartesian plane word is a big word just to mean that it's a two-dimensional graph with a horizontal axis, which is resembled by x, we know that, and then the vertical axis is resembled or represented by y. Okay, so horizontal is x and vertical is y. So why don't we jump right into the lesson? Okay, so the first thing that I want to bring our attention to is this writing in red over here. What do we call this? Well, we call this an ordered pair. Okay, it's an important name because it's a pair of numbers, it's two numbers, and the order does matter. I'll say it again, the order does matter. The first number, let me just zoom in here. The first number is what? Is 2. And what did I write on top of the 2? I wrote an X. So I'm going to say this. The first number in an ordered pair always represents the X value. So, Mr. Hing, what do you mean? Well, let's have a look at our Cartesian plane. So, let me just zoom out a bit. Okay, what that means is our first number, I said, is 2 and it represents our x value. So I said that all the x values run on the horizontal axis. So where is 2 on the horizontal axis? It's not here. That is -1. That is 1. It is right over there. Okay, number 2. So that is an important part. And then the ordered pair has another number because it's a pair. So the second number is number 5, and that is representing the y value on the Cartesian plane. So if we look at our first value, which is 2, we all know that it's over here now. That is 2. That represents the x value. Then we need to find out where are we going to go along the y-axis to reach the value of 5? Well, if we look on the on the y-axis, we see value number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually over here where we are going to draw our point. And that is one of the most important parts of graph work in grade 8 and 9. Okay, so let's have a look. So we said that the x value was 2, so we all know that it's over here, and our y value is going to be 5. So when our x value is 2, we need to go up all the way to 5, and we are at 5 over here when x is 2, and that is exactly where we draw our dot on the graph. Okay, and then just don't forget to label your point on the Cartesian plane. So it's as simple as that, really. So why don't we jump right into an example? Okay, let's have a look at an example. This is the way, this is a really typical way of it being asked in your question paper. So they give us a table like that, and they show us our they put x here, and what this means is this row over here represents our x values, and this row over here represents our y values. So Mr. Hing, what do you do? Well, they will say complete the table, and then they will say plot the ordered pairs, or plot, another word for ordered pairs is coordinates. So they'll either say plot the ordered pairs or the coordinates on this graph, and they will ask it like that. Okay, so what happens is usually they will give you the equation that belongs to this table, and I am going to show you exactly how to fill in this table correctly. Okay, let's zoom in over here. So what's going to happen is, all right, we have our equation y is equal to x plus 2. And what did I say? It belongs to this table over here. So what we're going to do, it's this magic word that I always say. It is substitution. Okay, when we do graph work, substitution is a very common thing that you are gonna need to use. Okay, so let's use substitution for this equation. Okay, let's have a look. So what did I do? I wrote it again. I wrote the equation again. It's y is equal to, now my x value over here is going to be substituted for the x value over here. All right, that is for the first time that I do it. All right, so let's see, did I substitute it correctly? My x value, it now became a -3. So can you see this -3 in brackets comes from this -3? Okay, and then we simply continue the equation. So the +2 and the +2 stays. So -3 plus 2 will equal a -1. And then this is how we get our ordered pair. Okay, so we know that when my x value is -3, my y value, because when I substituted the -3 into this equation, you ask yourself, what did I end up with as my y value? I ended up with -1. So you will go ahead and you will write in your table, in your answer sheet, you'll write -1. Okay? And then this actually becomes your ordered pair that you will soon go and plot on this graph over here. Okay, and it's as simple as that. And I'm just going to carry on showing you how to do that quickly. So these two numbers belong together, and what are they called? The ordered pairs. The x value comes first, so it will be negative. It will be -3, and then the y value comes second. So and then it will be so -3 and then -1. Okay, so let's carry on and let's see how we do the others. All right, so we're going to substitute what next time? -2 into the equation. So it's y is equal to, so we're going to substitute -2 for x plus 2. So -2 plus 2 equals 0. So then we found out another ordered pair. So when our x is -2, our y answer became 0. So this is our other ordered pair. When x is -2, our y is 0. All right. And then let's carry on. So when x is -1, I substituted it in here. So -1 plus 2 becomes 1. So that answer will become 1. When it's 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. So then when I substituted 0, y became 2. And then y equals, when x is 1 over here, plus 2 is 3. And then I'm simply just going to do the other one in my head. Y equals 2 plus 2, which would be 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually plot it on the graph. Okay, so Mr. Hing, how do we do this? Let's have a look here. Okay, so we simply take our pencil and we are going to plot these on. So our first one, what did I say? -3. So go along, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So go along your x-axis and find -3. We're over here. You don't draw the dot yet. Then we go to -1 on the y-axis. So -1 would be down here. So from -3 here, we go down, and -1 is around about over there. Okay, so it'll be -3 and -1. And then let's draw our next one. So it will be -2 and 0. So our 0 value on the y-axis is on that point. So it's just -2 and 0. Okay, then our next one is -1. And then our y value is 1. So we are over here. Then the next one is 0 and 2. So on the x-axis, where's 0? It's right in the middle. And then we're going to go up 2. So let's go up over here. There we go. And lastly, 1 and 3. So 1, and we're going to go up to 3. So that's as simple as it gets, okay? And I think I forgot the last one, number 2. We're also doing a number 2. So that's a funny joke. So it would be x is equal to 2, and then we said that it was 4. Okay, and then please, guys, do not forget to go and draw your line. So it will go something like this, more or less. Oopsie. Okay, let's leave it over here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it perfect. Something like that. Please make sure that when you do this on your test paper, that the dots are accurate and go through everything, because it should. All right. and then please label all of your dots, okay, with the coordinates like I did over here. All right. So guys, that is in a nutshell, in a big nutshell, what and how we do graph work on Cartesian planes, okay? And please don't forget that when you draw a straight line for the graph, use a ruler and make sure it goes through all of the points, okay? So as always, at the end of the lesson, I always like to say, um, please comment your questions because I really do yeah, I do enjoy helping out where I can. So please comment your questions below in the comment section. And if this was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to. It will really help the channel grow and just yeah, help your friends and help others. Okay, with all of that being said, I'll see you in the next one.